Hi, we just wanted to talk a little bit about what's happening on the Regen side. This is Matt. And Matt, if you wouldn't mind giving some history with yourself and your shoulder.
I injured my shoulder whenever I was in the military. I was in an airborne unit, and I broke my shoulder, essentially. And the doctor said I needed to have surgery. I kind of ignored him and went to Afghanistan instead. And a few years later, nerve damage, couldn't feel 3 of my fingers on my left hand. There was an inch or a half an inch difference in height and collarbone on my left side compared to my right side. And
some of the things you mentioned, sorry to interrupt you, you mentioned some numbness in the fingers, and talk about some of the things that, first, how long has this been going on?
2010 or 2011 is whenever I injured it, so
About 9
till
years.
yeah, so 9-10
9,
years
10
till
years.
now. Yeah.
And some of the things that you could not do in that time period.
Putting my arm above my head, like putting my hand above my head, I would lose feeling in my hand and it would start shaking and it would just drop by itself. Whenever I was working out, I wouldn't be able to do as much as my right side. My arm would just literally give out, but I would still be able to feel that it had strength, but I just couldn't control my arm anymore.
And we had our first procedure a month ago.
Yeah, a month ago, first shot.
And what have you noticed in the past month?
Well, the half an inch difference
In the shoulders?
in the shoulder.
Yeah.
And I woke up one day and was getting ready for work, and I noticed that it was completely gone, and it looks exactly like my right side. I can feel all of my hand now. I don't have the weird twitching numbness anymore. I can put my hand above my head. There's no pain in the area anymore whatsoever. So that's only a month and a week now. So I'm excited to see how far and how much better it gets from here.
The rest of the growth. Yeah, great. So this is one of our stories that we're having success with the Regen side. Matt, if somebody would come to you and say, "Hey, should I do this?" you would say,
Definitely. I would 100% recommend it, because I went from like a 30% mobility in my arm to a 90 at least, and it feels so much better. It's still kind of unbelievable how much better it feels.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. If you are interested in getting a consultation, you can call 636-239-5252. Thank you.